guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Happy New Year, I guess, to everybody. I'm not sure if we'll be here tomorrow, so hopefully all y'all enjoy y'all day today and be safe. Whatever you do, be safe. Don't drive if you're gonna really do it up tonight, and be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. But good to have all my guys here. Dutchy, I see you doing what I wish I was doing right now. How you feeling today?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. It's good to be back with the boys. Good to be back tomorrow. Yeah, man. All motherfuckers might be here. Shit, goddamn it. Hey, I might slide through for a best bet. Something like that. But yeah, man, it's New Year's Eve. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna probably do it up tonight. My old ass gonna be kicking back, smoking, feet up, winning some motherfucking money. And hopefully we get to the bag today. But Happy New Year to all the real motherfuckers showing up every, 4 days a week, every day to Skee's channel. It's a lot of love in the chat. It's a good time. Happy New Year to the panel. I enjoy this show. I don't really, enjoy too much of this shit, but I do enjoy this show. No lie, So this and the chest, I feel good times. So it's an honor to do the show each and 4 days a week with the fellas, and hopefully we can continue it into 2025, man. So let's get to the bag, though.
Talk to him, Bam. How you feeling?
Oh, feeling good. Shout out to AOD, Charles White. Shout out to Show say he up in Disneyland. He still get the catches. Shout out to you, bro. Definitely good way to end our year with some W's here. Shout out to Mark A, Jose, G, Guillermo up in here, man. Shout out to G. I was able to hang out with G over the weekend with our guy, good Jimmy the Bag. It was a good, beautiful time there. So yeah, and my guy Skee was there as well, of course. I was out there with Skee as well. So it was a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I couldn't even mention that I hang out with Skee. This is not even there's no reason for me to mention that. I bro so much. Shout out to everybody else though, man. Shout out to my boy Babano. Man, feel good to be up in here. Like my guy Dutch said, this is definitely my brightest spot of the week, of the day. Being able to do this show with y'all, man, it's truly a blessing, and I'm grateful that we able to cash out this year. We're gonna do it again next year. It's only right.
It's only right. Babano, before I pass it to you, I can't help but look at this comment. He said last New Year's Eve, Skee said he's gonna try to be on time more when he make the New Year's resolution again. I'm no promises, but we'll see. I'll try, I guess.
Well, what do the people think the show start time is? If you think it's 4 o'clock, then we're never ever going to be on time. If you buy into it now being 4:20, then we got a chance to be on time more often in the new year. So it depends on what constitutes the start time in your mind of the show is going to determine whether Skee and us can live up to that resolution or not in the new year. That's how I see it. But yeah, I'll just echo what everybody said, right? It's another year of us doing this show. What has it been now? 4 or 5 years at least, going back to Pub Sports Radio, the Pub, and now it's the NBA OG show here. It's great crew. Love the camaraderie, love the friendship, and the talking NBA. We're all really astute when it comes to NBA betting. It's been a blast, and hopefully another great year ahead of this show and some winners in the NBA.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Shout out.
Better.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to it, man. We got 4 games that haven't started yet. Raptors still getting beat on in the third quarter, and the Pacers are also up by 12 right now in the third quarter. So next we have Clippers and San Antonio. Spurs open -2.5. Right now they're -3.5, and I'm pretty sure I saw it at 4.5. So it must have came back down recently. The total looks like it's been steady at 217.5. And hit refresh on his injury report because maybe that's what's moving it. Nobody for the Spurs, and nothing's changed for the Clippers. Kawhi PJ out. Man is doubtful. I'll go to you here, Babano, on this one. And first, I want to ask you about the total because both of these teams have been playing defense lately. they do a lot of, they really been playing defense early in games in the first half. But can we trust the Clippers on a back to back to be interested defensively? What do you think on this one?
That is the question, no doubt, about the Clippers on the back-to-back. And of course, they played against New Orleans last night. It was a bit of a tougher game than you would have thought. 116-113. It was not easy, but they get past the Pelicans. Now they're on the road back. That's a road back-to-back as well, going from New Orleans to San Antonio for this game. You're right about them playing defense. They've been trending under heavily lately, the LA Clippers. How about 7-3 to the under their last 10 games? Meanwhile, the Spurs coming off the loss to Minnesota, 112-110. I was on San Antonio, and I've been on San Antonio a few times lately. They're riding a 6-game point spread covering streak, 6-0 ATS, their last 6 going into this game. I think when you look at the matchup, certainly there's going to be an opportunity for San Antonio to defend well inside, obviously, and I don't trust the jumpers and the perimeter game to be falling when you're on a back-to-back on the road like this for the Clippers. So I would lean under. I like the Spurs. I don't mind laying a short number with them here at home as a favorite with the rest advantage, and I like the way they're playing. They're covering machines lately. So -4.5, I like San Antonio, lean under as well.
Muted.
Yeah, you muted, bro.
My bad. Dutch, you anything to do with this one?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tom Miggs in the building. Good to see you, my man. BJ is liking the Spurs tonight. Good to see you, BJ. AOD, my man. I see you in the building. Chill, Will. Creeping up in this motherfucker. Good to see you as well. Happy New Year to all the real ones. Yeah, man. I'm fucking with the Spurs a little bit here. I haven't pressed the button yet, but I might need to after the way this motherfucking Bucks play is going. God damn. But shout out to Babano going back with the Pacers. And I've been making money off these motherfucking Pacers too. But today I thought it was a levels play in. Man, goddamn. But let's talk about this one, man. Let's talk about this one. Wambiani, over 25.5. Hey, it's good, buddy, man. Come on, don't overthink this shit, bro. Don't overthink it. Don't really the Clippers have absolutely nothing for him. Really, nobody really does. And I just feel like he's clicking right now. He's went over this number 4 out of the last 5, right? And 2 of them he had 40 plus. And it's easy. It's really easy. He's feeling himself from the arc right now. He's attacking. I mean, he's swatting the shit off defensively. He's playing at the highest level I've seen him play right now. Yeah. I think it continues. I don't think the Clippers are going to stop this guy from getting 30. So I'm all over 25.5 if it's still out there. I got it at -110 this morning, but I think 30 is easy for Wemby tonight. And I do I was looking at Chris Paul's over 8.5 assists. Obviously going up against going against the Clippers, he did show out last time. He's had double-digit assists, I believe 2 out of the last 3. But he hasn't hit the number as much as I would like, so I stayed off of it. But then kind of what stood out to me was the Chris Paul double-double at +400. Maybe might be a little piece of money or something on there. But definitely in Wemby here, over 25.5. That's official. And lean San Antonio here, man. They're playing good ball, and I think Chris Paul does not like the Clippers, so I would expect him to kind of the boys to rally around the captain on the court, so to say.
Wham Bam Yama. What we doing, man? He said, you heard Dutch. He said he's feeling it from the arc. Yeah. I mean, 3.5 threes at plus money. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what that does sound really good. I mean, that's the same as his it correlates right there with his points. He's had it I believe 5 out of the last 6 games with that over 3.5 threes. And like you said, he's shooting a lot of them. He shot 12 the last game, 6 game before, 16, 13, 8, 15, 7. Like he shoot a lot of them, bro. So, I like that look a lot too, bro. That makes sense. I actually was thinking on his blocks. I think you could just make a whole Wemby same game parlay where you have him at 20 plus points, or at a good negative there, 3 blocks, and you could put in that he makes 3 threes or something like that, and that's probably gonna give you plus money right there. So as far as Wemby, shout out to Wemby. We all know that, but I think it's the Spurs too, man. Clippers coming off a back-to-back. And then as much as I think about this matchup, I think about the players in both teams, and Kawhi being that he was on the Spurs, and that and Chris Paul being that he was on the Clippers. both teams, man, like as soon as you go to the Clippers, your career is pretty much over until you leave. You seen what Paul George is. Paul George about to be in the playoffs this year. You know what I'm saying? This boy Chris Paul, he done mentored the whole damn NBA now ever since he left the damn Clippers. You know what I'm saying? So his career really means something. Look at Kawhi. He's stuck on the damn Clippers, the sunken ship of the Clippers, man. They got the whole sunken ship over there on Inglewood. Nice stadium, bro. But that shit don't mean nothing now after you already opened it. It sucks, bro. I think you just gotta fade them, man. That's where it really is. So the Clips gonna clip, fade the Clippers. I think the Spurs get it done here, win by double digit. And of course, we're gonna take Wembanyama tonight at over 25.5 points. Of course, I'm gonna ride with my boy Dutch on that one. So yeah, that's how we rocking.
And I'll be on them threes, man. I'll be on them threes. He's been hitting that shit, and he's been shooting a lot. And the Clippers, they just been focused on protecting the paint. They've been allowing a lot of threes. So get them up, make a few. We good money on that one. Next game up, we're gonna go T-Wolves and Thunder. Opened up Thunder -7 and hasn't really moved. Total open 215 and it looks like 217 right now. Caruso's out. We know Chet is out. Dukas and Flagler out. I'm gonna go to Babano first for this game. OKC pretty well machine, but Minnesota, they've kind of been figuring some stuff out lately. They've maybe figured out how to play Randall with a different unit, and they look like they had some success. They won a couple games or a few games. And Thunder, I think, have won double-digit games in a row. Who do you think gets this one done tonight?
Interesting game because you're right. I'm seeing some bet on signs from Minnesota finally, and the last few games, you're right, have been better. 3-game win streak: Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. And San Antonio's playing better, so that's not a bad win anymore. You know, San Antonio's playing a little bit better. You beat Dallas, you beat Houston. So I'm seeing positive signs here from the Timberwolves right now. They've actually played Oklahoma City tough. If you look at it, the last 2 meetings was a 5-point win in Minnesota for OKC last year. And Minnesota actually beat them here at OKC 107-101 last January. You know, I love my Thunder and SGA, but I don't know if I'm going to lay. In fact, I know I won't be laying the 6.5 here with OKC. I'm not taking Minnesota either. What I do like is the over. I think this total's a little light. Minnesota's putting together some better offense the last few games. They're shooting the ball. I'm seeing spacing's been a little bit better. They've had some of their better offensive performances because when they were losing those games, Atlanta, Golden State, New York, I mean, they were barely hitting 100 points. But to put up 113 against a good Houston team on the road, 112 their last game, you can see the offense is starting to pick it up. And the key to this over that I like it so much is when you look at OKC and you take Caruso off the court, it's a huge loss on the defensive end of the basketball court. You know, I definitely think that's going to make them a weaker team in that end of the floor. And I think you might see it tonight against this Minnesota team, allow Minnesota to maybe have some better offensive efficiency, which they've actually had the last 2 games. Now with no Caruso, makes it a little more difficult to guard for the Thunder. But the Thunder should score at home against Minnesota. They score, you know, usually a big amount of points on their home floor more often than not. They're averaging, you know, a good number here. They put 130 on the board last game at home against Memphis. So I think OKC scores on Minnesota as well. So I like this total. It's 216.5 given the circumstances, given the improvement offensively in recent games for Minnesota and the loss of Caruso, which is a huge loss on the defensive side. I think there's reasons to like over here, 216.5 with the Thunder and Wolves.
I agree. I chopped it in half, but I'm not opposed to taking both. I'll tell you a couple things that I like before I pass this one over because I did bet it and I like it. But I think the first half over 105.5 because one, I feel like you're getting kind of a discount on the number for one. And I looked at what both teams averaged. They averaged 109 or a little bit over 109 first half points per game compared to 107 in the second half. So I just feel like I really like that 105.5 number. And I'm listening to these guys talk. One of the reporters guys asked Dante about, you know, how he's been playing in longer stints throughout the game. And he said, yeah, I think the most important time of that shift is the first 4 or 5 minutes in the first quarter, just pushing the pace and trying to change the game, whether it's we come out slow and pick it up or we come out strong and just take it to another level. He said, I think that's what we did at the end of the first and to start the second tonight, just pushing the pace, make or miss, just pushing the pace, getting open, and just running. That's when you saw everybody get a little bit of energy and play harder. So I heard him saying
It's
a
a
lot
good
of pace,
quote.
pace, 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 pace. And then I heard Finch talk about Josh gives him a good transition runner. And then he said, those guys on the bench rotation unit, they're playing really fast. And he said, generally, Julius just pushing and getting us into stuff early. Then I go listen to Julius talk. And he says, they asked him about why has he been having more assists lately. He says, I think everybody's doing a good job of getting his space moving. I think our pace is up a little bit, so it's creating easier looks in transition or early offense throughout the flow. So we just got to keep up with that. And then later on in the interview, they kind of asked him a little bit of the same thing again, asking him about playing with that bench group and his assists and how he's seeing the floor. And he says, it's different. Our pace is really up with that group. We have multiple guys who can push the ball, run the floor, shoot. We cut, we move a lot. So for me, I'm almost like a point forward with that unit. The floor is spread. I can get downhill, attack, get in the paint, create for myself, create for others, and initiate early offense and transition and play at the top of the floor and those kind of things. So all of these guys, I'm hearing pace, 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 pace. I bet the first half over, I'll probably double up with you, Ian. And I bet Randall over 11 and a half rebounds plus assists.
Again, no
Pass it over.
Caruso too, and you figure who's on the other side that you'd be dealing with if you're Caruso. Yeah, Anthony Edwards. It's one of those games that worries me a little bit. Anthony Edwards as one of those Anthony Edwards games with one of the defenders that was really going to be an integral part of trying to contain him tonight, not available for OKC.
I'm with it. I like it. I know Dutchy don't really look at them totals, so he's gonna throw y'all a whole different look if he like this one.
Yeah, man, good shit, good shit. Shout out to BD in the building. I see you, my dude. Stephen Harrison, good to see you, my man. Let's run up these likes. Yeah, I like a couple props in this game. I went over 10.5 rebounds with Rudy Gobert. Last two times he played these boys, he's at 18 rebounds in both matchups. I know Hardenstein's out there, but I think Rudy, they're playing better basketball. Those quotes sound good, and just I think Rudy got to be a big man, and to be a big man, you got to protect the paint, rebound the fucking basketball. So, 11 rebounds for his big ass should be quite easy against a suspect, defensive team, rebounding team, in my opinion, outside of Hardenstein, obviously, but not the biggest team. So yeah, I like that, and I like Shea over 31.5. Man, it's kind of square, it's high, but I think it's good money, man. Really, he's playing really good ball. The numbers are similar to what Wemby's doing outside of the blocks, but like this motherfucker's, went over this number, 4 straight against Minnesota. He's had 32 plus 4 straight against Minnesota, and went over this number 3 out of the last 4, 40 plus in 2 out of the last 3 games. So I would expect Shea to continue to be in cruise control. Minnesota has a little bit of defense at the end of the day, but from what you guys are talking about, I like what I hear because I expect Shea to do what he wants offensively. So hopefully there's a lot of points, and Shea's got, 35 plus, and I'm not sweating that shit. So yeah, over 11.5 rebounds, over 10.5 rebounds for Rudy Gobert, and over 31.5 for our boy Shea. I like the Thunder though. I'm not gonna. I think it's at 6. I don't know, the 7. Now we're starting to talk a little bit, but I still don't think Minnesota's on the Thunder's level. I would like to have Caruso out there. Maybe a live play for me here, but 2 solid props. I'm comfortable with.
Wham bam, you looking at a prop in this one, or how you approaching it?
Hey, I'm off the backboard with everything my boy Skee was saying, everything Babano was saying right there. Dante DiVincenzo over 2.5 3-point makes. He's hit this 5 out of the last 6 games. It's minus 130 at the book that I was able to find it at. You may be able to see it at minus 150 at some books. I think that's a telltale sign there that they believe in this going over as well with Dante DiVincenzo. So I'm not gonna say too much here, but we're gonna go with the guy White Dante over 2.5 threes, man. Making money, man, tonight.
I like it, and that's part of that unit that Randall's playing with right there. So hopefully Randall's getting them assists, throwing them over to Dante again, and we both will be good money on that game. Next up, we have Cavs and Lakers. Opened up Cavs -3. They are 5 as the consensus. I do see some 5.5s though, and the total has been sitting at 227.5. AD looks like he's He's probable. LeBron is questionable, and Vincent is questionable. For the Cavs, no Okoro, no Travers. So, I'm going to you first here on this one, Wham Bam. Lakers got rid of D'Angelo Russell. I don't know if I think DFS is supposed to play tonight, but
Mm,
he not.
I don't know. I think so. Because the way they got off the plane, yesterday, it seemed like they was about to. They look like ready to hoop. So, I wouldn't say they're not. I wouldn't say they're not. And you know what? They're not on any injury report or anything. So it's just all about technicalities of getting them logged in. So I don't know.
I think he's gonna play, but it's a spot where the Cavs are at a rest disadvantage. They did just play last night. The Lakers at the house. I mean, they covered I think 4 out of 5 as a dog or home dog. I think it was something like that. Do you think they cover here tonight, Wham Bam?
Hey, this is one of the funniest games of the night, I think. So this one got script written all over it to me because obviously the boy had his birthday yesterday. 40-year-old man LeBron James going up against his old team. I don't know, man. This shit right here, this got me thinking like, all right, LeBron, you gonna go for 30 now that you got no ball dominant guard left from the game. You get a guy that's gonna sit down in the corner in DFS. Let's not think that Shake Milton is getting any time over any of the guys that was getting the ball already this year. So I think LeBron probably has the ball a lot in his hands today. Does he score or does he distribute the ball? Is pretty much what we're gonna be seeing today. I think he's scoring today because he's 4 years old. He's going up against his old team, which is one of the top teams in the league. What he's all about making points, proving points, trying to show you why I'm the GOAT. This is one of those I am the GOAT moments, in my opinion, here. So if I was writing the script here, if we still got the Netflix documentary still pending with LeBron, they going to talk about this game too. You know what I'm saying? They're going to talk about this game too in that documentary. They're going to right transition right after Bronny and Bronny had to sing him happy birthday. Then he went crazy in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I see the movie script, bro. I see the movie script. And I think LeBron going for 30 tonight. So plus 275 is screaming at me. I know I said that a couple of times here, and those plays have never been worked out. That's definitely one thing I'm looking at. But yeah, the Lakers, man. The Lakers got to win today. It's not necessarily about either distributing or scoring for LeBron, because that's the problem for me with the prop. Is either you're going to distribute or he's going to score. Because I think without D'Angelo Russell, it's obvious. He should be able to get over his assists now. He should be, even with the second unit where D'Angelo usually be running. We seen Austin Reeves go crazy, though. That's another thing. So maybe Austin Reeves' emergence is another reason why they pulled the trigger on the D'Lo trade, because he's been playing freaking phenomenal over the last few games. So it's a lot of things that I have my mind wrapped over. But LeBron having a night tonight, it's obvious. It's just so fucking obvious. It's just that, is it triple-double LeBron or is it 40-point LeBron? I think he gets 30 tonight, and I think over 1.5 threes with LeBron. I think he's going to try to do something like that. I don't think he's going to try to go inside a lot against the trees. I don't think that's his game plan against the Cavs. I think they're going to obviously try to outshoot these guys, especially now that they got DFS who's shooting at 40. He's shooting career high from threes this year. So that's a good pickup for sure. I think the Lakers are going to win this game. But my main focus is the movie script, man. The movie script and LeBron. I think LeBron get 30 tonight, man. Pretty sure I'm be laddering up his points today, bro.
Yeah, for my boy Dutch, Jaden says the Bucks went on a 16-3 run. They're down 6, so
yep, they're back in it.
Still some time in that game.
Has Damian Lillard showed the fuck up yet? How you got 27 minutes and no points?
6 points. He's still stuck on 6. Middleton's stuck on 10. He's got to get going. He hasn't scored in this quarter.
Yeah, he didn't score the whole fucking third quarter, but I don't get it. Hey, God damn. All right. Well, we talking
still
about
got a whole fourth quarter, but come on, man. 2 buckets. That's all we need.
Yeah, man. Shout out to guy Julian. Shout out to guy Julian in the building. I see you, my dude. Look, it's simple to me, man. Wham Bam said it. He said a lot. I think it's LBJ day. You know, it really is. I'm over 8.5 assists. He's gonna have the ball in his hand. No D Russell. They're gonna try to incorporate new people. Who's better to have the ball in his hand? And it's only right, man. Come on, we talked about it on Christmas. It's LBJ Day, and what the fuck happened? It's gonna be the same damn thing today. Not only was his birthday, it's Christmas Eve. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. Come the fuck on, man. LBJ is only gonna be around so long. And he is the king for a motherfucking reason in the NBA. They're all on his nuts. So he gonna have his little shine.
Yeah.
He'll get it tonight. Our boy Stephen Harrison mentioned the triple double as well as Wham Bam is plus 550. Not mad at that. Fuck around, little fuck around triple double, day with Chris Paul with LBJ and Wemby. I was looking at too. I like the double with Chris Paul 400. I think that's plus 400 is pretty solid. But I got two props here. It's over 8.5 assists. He's had double assists last 2 times he's touched the floor. Wham Bam touched on it. He'll have the ball in his hands more. And I like Jared Allen over 9.5 rebounds. He had 17 earlier this year against Cleveland when LA came to town. When Cleveland smacked them by 24, he had 17. He's went over this number. He's had 12 plus the last 3 meetings. He only played 25 minutes last night in cruise control against the Warriors and gave you 9 rebounds. So I believe he's easily going to get us 10. So I like that looking awful lot. And I like the Lakers here, man. I think it's a money line play. They either get smacked or they win the game outright. So there's value here with the Lakers money line. And it looks like, if it's at 5 now, there's no rush. I haven't bet it yet, but definitely those 2 props are good money. And I see value. It's in the script, it's in the NBA fuckery, it's LBJ Day. So, we load up on our guy and the Lakers, man, and the Lakers Skee.
Babano, do you think it's LBJ Day, or how do you view this? You like the Cavaliers quite a bit, so I'm
not
curious.
today though. Not today though.
Okay.
I don't love this spot. They're off the Denver game. It's New Year's Eve. It's LA. They're in LA tonight for New Year's Eve. What's their thought process? They're coming off a blowout win against Denver. You really think they're going to be locked in, the Cavs? That's a legit concern I have. They're certainly better than the Lakers, and all things considered, if this was not in this particular spot, I'd be interested in laying a short number on the road with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But I'm not on the Lakers either, obviously. But the Lakers have actually been good in this role, catching points lately. There's no question. So we give them a chance maybe to show up here and give the Cavaliers a tough game in this one. And like I said, with Cleveland, with the victories they've had, the last couple, the Denver win, the Golden State win, I'm not necessarily sure we're going to get their best here on a New Year's Eve night in La La Land. So it's a pass for me.
Well, I'll be on. It's only 2 people. Wham Bam said, it's only 2 people who's going to be really playmaking for real for the Lakers. Everybody's on one. It could be LBJ Day, but I'll be over here on Reeves over his 5.5 assists tonight.
I like Reeves too, bro. Reeves gonna ball out.
Look at what he did on Christmas Day.
You better do what you do. Get the fucking ball to the king, goddammit. And let me get my 9, and then you can fly. So you get yours.
I forgot to mention, I did put in the chat, but I did see Donovan Mitchell with Coco Jones at the Usher shit the other day. So bro might be out here. He might be already done played his game already. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Damn, I was thinking after the last game. I got nothing on this next game.
Memphis Phoenix. There you go.
Yeah, I got one player.
Suns -5.5 now, or I'm sorry, -5 now. Most shops. Total 236.5. Laundry list of injuries for both teams. Booker may be back tonight. No Nurkic for Phoenix. Yeah, I'm gonna just let whoever wants to touch this one because this is pretty nasty to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of injuries here. I'd grab Memphis plus the points. I just felt that Phoenix, with their situation right now, Nurkic out, Booker downgraded. It looks like here, game time decision with the groin. Not a team I'm trusting right now to lay big points. It's come down a bit to 5. I got in at 6.5 with Memphis. It's down to 5. I still like it though. You got Memphis here on the road catching a number. I know they've got their injuries as well to deal with right now, but at the same point in time, Phoenix has not exactly been a great home favorite consistently here of late either. You look at these recent games as home favorites. This is all the Suns as home favorites. 1-point favorite against Dallas. They lost outright. 5.5-point favorites at home to Detroit, lose outright. 6-point favorites to the Pacers, lose outright. 11-point favorites to Portland. They only win by 7. They've been a miserable home favorite, Phoenix. So I'm on Memphis here.
Wham Bam, you want a little bit of that too, huh?
Yeah, I'm just rock with what's been trending. Obviously, it's a lot of injuries, like you're saying. No Ja Morant, no Edie. Edie's been playing phenomenal, looking like he's a rookie of the year. You're not even getting the secondary, well, not the secondary, but the thirdary ball handler in Marcus Smart. So it's going to be a lot of Scottie Pippen Jr. in this game. It's going to be a lot of Desmond Bane in this game. But I think those boys and this team, as long as it gets, I do want Santi Alderman out there. We do want the shooters out there. But as long as we get the shooters out there, I think that they're going to be able to get over this. They're going to be able to cover this first half. They're the best first half team in the league here. Memphis Grizzlies, 24-9, going up against a team that I think that has a little bit more issues with injuries than the Grizzlies, even though these are big guys right here for the Grizzlies here too. But I think it kind of evens out. I'm going to take what's been trending. Nothing necessarily more than that. So Grizzlies first half +3.
Dutch.
Yeah, man. I like I like Jaren Jackson over 32.5 points and rebounds. He should have a really good advantage. But I think this is a sunspot though at the end of the day. I really do. Booker coming back. He was in shoot around. Grayson Allen will play. KD Book, Bill's been finding his offensive game a little bit. So share the basketball. Obviously, Grayson Allen, if he's knocking down open shots, he's gonna spread the court. Plumlee's got to play big though down low. He's got to play big. I was looking at his over 9.5 rebounds too, but nothing official. But I do believe Jaren Jackson over 32.5 points, rebounds, solid look.
All right, and that's the NBA card for today. So we'll move it on over to best bets. And
let's do it a little different, Skee. Let's end it this year. Let's let Bobano finish it out. The new year, the end of the year. I never get to hear it. I want to be here.
He wants to see the Dutch impersonation up front.
I'm high as fuck. I've been at the pool all day. I'm trying to chill. Take us home, Bobano.
I know the stick. I know the script anyway, so we're all good. We're all good. Yeah.
All right. Well, one thing is not going to change. Yeah. Our guy Wham Bam always goes first for the best bets. Wham Bam, let the people know it's the best way to get paid.
All right, I know where my guy Dutch may be going here, so I'm gonna let y'all know where it is, man. It's the Lake Show, bro. Lake Show, just like my guy Dutch says, it's either they're gonna get blown out or they're gonna win the game outright. So +170 Lake Show is in my pocket. I ain't scared of the Lakers at all today. I think LeBron James and them boys do it up tonight. So give me the Lake Show. That's how we end the year. This is a crazy way to say that shit. That's how we gonna end the year. Best Lake Show money line. Let's get it.
Good stuff. And then second up, we'll slide it right back to my guy Dutchy. Let the people know what the freshest look of the day is.
Yeah, man. We're going to OKC, and I think this will be a competitive basketball game. And I think Rudy Gobert gonna show the fuck up, man. He's gonna show the fuck up, show out. Over 10.5 rebounds. A little juicy now, shop around, but it's good money. Believe that 18 plus, 18 in each of the last 2 games against these Thunder. So let's go to the motherfucking window, Big Rudy.
That's a good one as well. And for myself, I'll go. I talk long enough, so I might as well rock with that one. How many times did y'all hear me say pace earlier? Pace. Minnesota pace. First half over 105.5. Minnesota OKC be my best bet for the show. And last but not least, we'll slide it to my guy Babano. He's gonna let you know how to get to the window and then take us home.
San Antonio Spurs -3.5. We're going to ride them against the LA Clippers. I like the way they're playing. 6 consecutive games they've covered. They catch the Clippers on a back-to-back, and I think their defense makes it tough on the Clippers to get anything going offensively tonight. San Antonio -3.5 against the Clippers. My best bet. Our last show of 2024. Shout out to everyone in the chat. The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.